Good day, everybody. This lesson from 2.1 Coordinate Geometry, we had a question on number 69, which is on page 12 of your New Lake book. The question asks you to find the gradient of the line which passes through the following pairs of points. Our point number 1 has got an x-coordinate of a plus 4, and a y-coordinate of a minus 2. And since that is point number 1, I've labeled it x1 and y1. Point number 2 has got an x-coordinate of a plus 3, a y-coordinate of a minus 5, and you can see I've labeled this point x2, y2. So since we're asked to find the gradient, we recall gradient, which is the letter m, we know is rise over run. Well, we're going to expand that into a bit of a more technical definition. As I told you in class, the Greek letter delta, that triangle, stands for the change in. And when we talk about the rise over the run, that rise is nothing more than the change in y. And we're going to define that as being y2 minus y1. And the denominator of this fraction, the denominator or the run, that's nothing more than the change in x. From one point to the other, how much do we change along the x-axis? And that's going to be x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So substituting those values into our gradient formula, we have y2 minus y1, a minus 5 minus a minus 2. Please remember this. When we're subtracting that y1 piece, we're subtracting the entire bit. Now this is someplace where some of you may have gotten tripped up, and it wouldn't be surprising if you did, unless you remember that you've got to think of that a minus 2 as being a quantity. We're thinking of that as being something in brackets. And please recall, when we have a minus sign in front of brackets, what does that mean to do? Exactly. You've got to change the sign of everything inside the brackets. So a minus 2, we have this negative 1 times a, becomes a minus a, and the minus of a negative 2 becomes a plus 2. We simplify that, the a minus a cancel, negative 5 plus 2, that gives us this negative 3. And the same thing happens in the denominator. We've got x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And when I say sub, I'm just referring to the subscript. That 2 and that 1. Same thing holds true for the y's. So again, we're subtracting this quantity a plus 4. So minus a minus 4, because the negative sign in front of the brackets causes everything inside the brackets to do what again? Exactly. Change sign. So this becomes a plus 3 minus a minus 4. A minus a cancel each other, and 3 minus 4 gives us this negative 1. Negative over negative becomes positive 3. So the gradient that goes through those 2 points will be 3. Any questions? Please let me know.